Overall, I really liked this episode and I found it very enjoyable and funny. Out of this one and the Passover special, not pacifier, Passover special, I prefer the Passover one. I prefer that because of my own faith. I prefer that because of my own faith. And down to my own faith, I am more familiar with the story of Moses. So I prefer that one, and I felt it was really well done. The storyline was very good. It stuck to the actual biblical scriptures. It was really good and funny and entertaining as well. They did that in a really good way. So I prefer the Passover one. But this one was still very good and funny as well. I thought that they did it in a good way and did a good job of representing different religions. I feel Rugrats have always done a really good job at celebrating all kinds of diversity and showing different races, cultures and religions, so that's really good. I am not overly familiar with the Passover story, seeing as I am not Jewish myself, but I did think it was a very good and entertaining episode. It was very funny, and I liked the fact that the adult characters had a bigger part, because I do like the adult characters, and I especially like Grandpa Boris. I think him and his wife Minka are quite funny. I don't like him as much as Grandpa Lou, but I do actually like him, and he is quite funny and entertaining. So I like the fact that the story revolved around him as well as the babies. I really like the story between Grandpa Boris and Slow-Mo. I like their rivalry, and I wish they had done more episodes with those two, going into their history and showing the rivalry between them. I thought that was really good, and I like the fact that they ended up becoming friends. I like the setting of the synagogue. That was a new setting and gave fresh storylines. They don't usually use that setting within the show. It usually focuses around Tommy's house or Angelica's house. But this gave it a new setting and it gave you a fresh perspective. So it was really good to see. I also liked the lady who ran the creche at the synagogue. I thought she seemed like a very nice person. I am not too familiar with the story of Hanukkah or the Jewish religion, but I do know bits of it that I have seen on other shows, so I have picked up little bits from other shows, including Sex and the City, and another kids show that I used to watch, which was Tweenies, because they did the story of Hanukkah in that as well. So I did pick up bits of information from that. And of course, I do go to church. So when I was at church recently, being it during Easter time, the story of Moses was briefly mentioned, and I do like the stories of Moses. So I prefer the Passover story to the Hanukkah story, but I did really enjoy both and found them very funny. Not being Jewish myself, I don't know much about Hanukkah, but I hope I did a good job representing the Jewish religion in this video and being exclusive of that. Seeing as I'm not Jewish, I don't really believe in the Jewish story, but I believe that anybody can follow whatever religion they want to. So you're free to believe whatever you want to. And while I may not believe the story, it doesn't mean that other people can't believe it. So you believe what you want to and you do you. But I do hope I did a good job of being inclusive in this video and telling this story in a positive way. Okay, so that's my video. That's my video and my Rugrats review and the story of the Rugrats story version of Hanukkah. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful and interesting in some way. So please post sweet comments, like and subscribe. Do not dislike or post any mean comments because that's not very nice at all. And if you can't say anything nice, then don't say anything at all. Goodbye, have a great day, and I will see you next time. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, have a fantastic day. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.